Okay, so that's all dry now. That's the beauty of acrylics. So, last time I did one, I didn't have any yellow paint. So, uh, having a little daughter, we have really, really crap yellow poster paint, which I thought, oh, okay, well, we'll give it a go. So the basic colour obviously is yellow. Once upon a time, what I found was with this is it's that bloody thin. It actually isn't bad for the job. I think the paint's froze. No, hang on. It's probably one of those things you should have done before you started the camera, I expect. Damn, but never mind. Right, okay, hey, so here we go, literally. Just a dab of yellow paint. Till as I can. Let's get the paintbrush, give it a little clean and dry off again. Right. I say it really is bloody rubbish to paint it is, but it does seem to do what I want it to do. I say just with the black, it goes over the black and goes sort of a weird kind of, well, it's a very dark yellow, but it also looks like it's chipped. The yellow paint's chipped, as you can see. So it looks like it's been there a while, which is basically what like the rest of Thailand is. So there's that one. Just do the other side too. Okay, look, so you can just get rid of the excess blobs of paint. Is that focusing? Just a little bit of something just there. Okay, look. So once that's dried, just give that chance to dry a second or freeze. As I say, it's pretty fresh up here, to be honest with you. So there's that. Right, okay, so another little sort of, well, not actually secret, I suppose not really, is I went to a show a couple of years ago and there was a company selling this rusted stuff, paint. It's £8 a tub, which, you know, is quite a lot when you buy two, but you know, this last few years, it's basically, well, it's like a, I don't even know what it is, it's like a thick emulsion, gritty paint, I suppose, but it really does, it's really simple to put on and it works really well. So it literally is just like a wet, well, it even smells like emulsion paint if I'm honest, but so obviously then you have a lighter rust, again more of a burnt colour. This you hardly, obviously you can see how much you use compared to one to the other, hardly anything at all. Oh, okay, we're off. So with that dry now, what you got now is a nice little paintbrush, which are starting to get a bit scarce, must admit. Let's find a nice one. Good one. Give it a little clean. I leave my brushes in a little jar of water, which sometimes isn't the best idea. Just make sure that's all dry. Yeah, okay. So obviously the sign is up like this in the ground, so there's no point putting rust sideways. Everything's got to come downwards, as in like the rain or anything else. So let's just make sure that is dry. So you don't want, what you don't want to do is use this stuff on wet surface. It goes like a funny colour, basically like a pink, and doesn't quite do what it's supposed to do. Just make sure that's dry. Right, okay. So I don't know how well you can see this on the phone, but maybe one day I'll invest in a proper posh fancy camera, but for now this will do. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. It is fiddly, to be honest with you. It's that far away from what I'm doing I can hardly see it as well. I just literally just take it off. So just run the streaks and down the post as well. As you can see, so it really does look tired, which is just what I want. I'm not really one for sort of shiny new stuff. I like old and used and abused stuff. The streaks coming down here. And literally, it's just a very light kiss with the rust, and just just think about where the weather would be happening. So predominantly it'd be the top going down. Obviously you would get rust around the edges where the water would run, but the streaks would run downhill, so don't go across or diagonal, straight down. So there's that one there. Okay, I think it's, so I'm trying to get this in focus. It's a horrible light here for how I see it, and how the camera produces it is a totally different kettle of fish. We'll take some still photographs at the very end. So okay, so that's the dark rust on. So we want a tiny little bit of burnt, well, not even burnt rust, just sort of lighter rust. And say this, you don't want too much because it is quite stark. But just a little bit, just add a bit more colour to it. So sorry, this camera's not focusing, is it? Let me just out of the way so you can see what we're doing. There we go. So it's hardly anything, but it's just enough just to do the size as well. I reckon that is right done. Let's see, there isn't. So it doesn't look much by itself, but on the layout it will look looks all right, I reckon. So it's not much else you can do that. Right, let's stop before we get too carried away. Okay, right, I shall see you in 2.